Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new on here, my name is Philip. This is Phil Reacts. Today we are diving into a classic Genesis album titled "We Can't Dance." And based on a few facts that I pulled up, this is their final album with Phil Collins before he stepped away. This record, once again, based on a few facts that I pulled up, dropped in 1991. But to me, I feel like I mean it still hits. With that mix of pop hooks, prog rock, soul, and emotional storytelling that we all know that Genesis is known for. I mean, if you grew up on I Can't Dance or Jesus, he knows me. You already know this album, had a chokehold, on early '90s, rock and pop radio. But today, guys, we are going to we are going track by track, to see how this album still holds up, and I mean, based off of the track list, there are some deep cuts on here, I feel like some people might have slept on. Yeah, so I'm listening to this on Spotify. This album has 12 songs, and based off of the the track list, I can see some songs on there that I have already listened to. No Son of Mine, Jesus He Knows Me, I Can't Dance, Hold on My Heart. Yes, that particular song is actually like my favorite songs. My favorite song, from this band, Genesis. So super excited. We're about to listen to this whole album. You know, but before we jump in, if you love music talk, reactions and album breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment, below. Let's talk Genesis. Yes. So the first song, No Son of Mine. Let's dig right in, guys. Let's go. Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Well, the key to my survival
Let's
was
go.
never in much doubt. The question was how I could keep singing, trying to find a way out.
Yeah.
Things were never easy for me. Peace of mind was hard to find, and I needed a place where I could hide, somewhere I could call mine. I didn't think much about it. It
Yeah.
started happening all the time.
Okay.
Soon I was living with the fear every day
Guys.
of what might happen that night. I couldn't stand to hear the crying
Let's
of my
go.
mother, and I remember when
6 minutes, 39 seconds, guys. Wow. All right, guys. Yes, the first song off of this album, "No Son of Mine." Guys, I have to say, after listening to this song, "No Son of Mine" by Genesis, to me, is a masterclass, in mood. It's a masterclass in storytelling, a masterclass in musical tension. Phil Collins, I love the way he delivered the vocals, with heartbreak and restraint. This man doesn't oversing on this song, but every single line, felt heavy, with pain and with memory. His tone definitely carried quiet desperation that makes the story hit even harder. Instrumentation wise, the band built an atmosphere, rather than just a backing track. That deep, moody, Elephantis, guitar effects, you know, definitely, set the tone instantly, and the slow building drums and synths, to me gave the song a cinematic, sort of sadness. Nothing, is rushed, with the song, and every single note, felt intentional. Now, lyrically, this song, it's about a son, coming back, to the home, he ran away from, facing a father, who still, can't accept him. The story hits on some kind of, abuse or trauma, without spelling everything out, which to me makes it even more powerful. It's about, trying to return to where, you came from, only to be told you don't belong there anymore. Guys, this is emotional, this is haunting, and to me, one of Genesis, most mature storytelling moments. Guys, I loved it. I mean, we really started this album on a very, very good note, I have to say, and I loved it. Wow, this is going to be a hell of a journey. I can feel it. We'll move on to the second song. G says he knows me. I've already heard this song, but super excited to, listen to it all over again. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's go.
You see the face on the TV screen,
Okay.
coming at you every Sunday.
Yeah.
See the face on the billboard, well, that man is me.
Okay.
On the cover of the magazine, there's no question why I'm smiling. You buy a piece of paradise, you buy a piece of me. I'll get you everything you wanted, I'll get you everything you need. You don't need to believe in hereafter, just believe in me.
Yeah.
'Cause Jesus, he knows me, and he knows I'm right. I've been talking to Jesus all my life. Oh yes, he knows me, and he knows I'm right.
Wow, guys, wow. This is going to be a hell of a journey. I can feel it. I mean, the second song, G says he knows me. Like I said, I've already heard this song, but I mean, still feels like the first time I heard it. I mean, right from the jump, Phil Collins, this man's vocals, hits, with that signature mix of charisma and sarcasm. He delivers the lyrics, almost like a preacher, himself. Playful, punchy, and full of personality. If you ask me, I mean, it's not a power vocal performance. If you ask me, but the tone and delivery definitely carries the message perfectly. I mean, I love the fact that he leans into the satire, with just the right amount of smug confidence, which to me it makes the storytelling, even more effective. Instrumentally, the band definitely kept it upbeat and deceptively bright. The groove is tight. I mean, drums, locked in, bass bouncing, and those punchy guitar staffs, give it an almost pop rock, type of feel. There is a subtle, reggae inspired rhythm, tucked, in the midsection that I feel like, keeps things so fresh, and the synth textures also add that classic Genesis polish, without overpowering the track. But I mean, the real hook, is in the lyrics. Jesus, he knows me. I mean, Jesus, he knows me. To me, is a bold swipe at corrupt televangelists, and religious hypocrisy, calling out those, who profit, from faith, whilst, hiding behind a holy image. The music video, I watched the music video and I feel like the music video, also doubles down, on the satire, but even without visuals, the message, comes through crystal clear. I mean, this song is catchy, it's clever, and still relevant, today, 2025. I mean, Genesis didn't just make a song, you can tell, they crafted a statement, disguised as a banger. Yeah, guys, I loved it. We are moving on to the third song. Driving the last spike. This I haven't heard before, so it's going to be good. I can feel it. Let's go. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Leaving my family behind me, not knowing what lay ahead.
Yeah.
Waving goodbye as I left in tears,
Okay.
remembering all we'd said. I looked to the sky, I offered my prayers, I asked him for guidance and strength. But the simple beliefs of a simple man, laying his hands on my head. My
Yeah. Okay.
is hard to find.
Wow.
Can you hear me? Can you see?
Those drums, guys.
Don't you see?
Wow. Wow.
We work, oh, we work like the devil for our pay.
Okay.
Through the wind, through the snow, and through the rain. Blasting and cutting through God's country like a knife. Sweat stinging my eyes. There has to be a better life. Oh, but I can hear my children's cry, and I can see the tears in their eyes. Memories of those I've left behind, still ringing in my ears.
Yeah.
Will I ever go back again? Will I ever see her face again? I'll never forget that night, as they waved goodbye to their fathers. We came from the north and we came from the south, with picks and with spades and a new kind of order, showing no fear of what lies up ahead. They'll never see the likes of us again. Driving the last spike, lifting and laying the track.
Yeah.
Blistering hands, the sun burning your back. Oh, but I can hear my children's cry. I can see the tears in their eyes. Memories of those I've left behind, still ringing in my ears. But I'll always remember that night, as they waved goodbye to their
Let's
fathers.
go.
We followed the rail which led under the stars, digging in darkness and living with danger, showing no fear of what lies up ahead. They'll never see the likes of us again.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Guys, This song, was actually 10 minutes and 8 seconds. And I didn't even realize it. Wow. Driving the last spike. Guys, whew. I have to say, right from the moment this track began, I could feel Genesis, building the story brick by brick. Phil Collins, as always, his vocals, came in, with storytellers, sort of warmth and gravity. There's no flashy, delivery here. Just an honest, emotional narration, that slowly intensifies, as the song progresses. So based on a few facts that I pulled up, he taps into the character of a 19th century railway worker, so well that you almost feel the grit in his voice. I love the vocally, he killed it. Instrumentally, the band took their time, I have to say. The intro, was a bit mellow and atmospheric, with gentle keys and guitars, giving the lyrics room to breathe. As the song climbs, Mike Rutherford's guitars and Tony Banks's keyboards start to swirl, and by the midpoint, you are wrapped in that signature Genesis blend of progressive rock and emotional drama. The build up, guys, is cinematic, and when the drums kick in, with more weight. It feels like, the story is literally, coming to life. And like I said, the song spans a little over 10 minutes and I didn't even realize it, But lyrically, I love the fact that the track, shines. It tells, the story of the railway, navies. Based on a few facts that I pulled up, railway navy workers, who built the railways, in brutal conditions, facing danger, separation from home, and little recognition. I feel like this song, gives the voice, to the people, history often forgets, and I love the fact that Genesis, treated the topic, with much respect and power. Yeah. Overall, this is a slow burn, epic, vocally expressive, instrumentally layered, and rich in storytelling. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's Genesis, in full narrative mode, turning history into something deeply human and musical. Guys, I loved it. I definitely loved it. Wow, 10 minutes. Okay, so we move on to the fourth song, I Can't Dance. Yeah, let's take a listen, guys. Okay, let's go. Wow. Yeah.
Hot sun beating down,
Let's
burning
go.
my feet just walking around. Hot sun making me sweat. Gators
Yeah.
getting close, hasn't got me yet. I can dance, I can talk. Only thing about me is the way I
Let's
walk.
go.
I can dance, I can sing. I'm just standing here selling everything. Blue jeans sit on the beach. Her dog's talking to me, but she's out of reach.
Okay.
She's got a body
Yeah.
under that shirt, but all she wants to do is rub my face in the dirt. 'Cause I can dance, I can talk. Only thing about me is the way I walk.
Okay.
I can dance,
Let's go.
I can sing. I'm
Yeah. Okay, guys. Yes, the fourth song, "I Can't Dance." Yes, I mean Genesis definitely came through with this, with pure tongue-in-cheek, sort of swagger. With this one, "I Can't Dance." Phil Collins, his vocals, as always, are, intentionally, I mean, deadpan and gritty. I mean, I love the fact that he leans into that dry, almost spoken delivery that that makes every single line feel sarcastic, but catchy. It's not about vocal gymnastics here. If you ask me, it's about attitude, it's about character, and he definitely went in and he nailed it. Instrumentally, this track is way more stripped back than a lot of Genesis earlier prog material, if you ask me. I mean, that chunky bluesy guitar riff from Mike Rutherford, definitely drove the whole song. I have to say, I mean, it's almost stompy, and the drum groove kept everything tight and minimal, if you ask me. I mean, the space in the mix definitely lets in every element breathe, and that simplicity actually makes it super memorable. Yeah. Turn, 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 yeah. Lyrically and conceptually, this song, based on a few facts that I pulled up, is a total parody of fashion commercials, and the fake coolness of advertising, culture. They are clowning the idea, of trying to, look slick, when you clearly, don't fit the mold, And I've seen the music video, and the music video definitely takes that humor, even further. You guys should check it out if you haven't, So yeah, overall, I feel like this song is Genesis, having fun. I mean, dialing down the complexity and turning up, the satire, super catchy, super cheeky, and I mean, it sticks with you. I mean, whether you can dance, or not. Yeah, super, super love this one. We're moving on to the fifth song, "Never a Time." This is a song I've not heard before, so I'm super happy for this one. Let's go. Okay. Yeah.
There is never a time to say, 'cause it seems to me
Wow.
we've lost our way, so we carry on down the road.
on,
so
guys.
understanding, and by now you'd see that, oh no, so sad, oh so sad. That's the way that it goes. I know I'm not ready right
All right, guys. So the fifth song, "Never a Time." This is actually my first time, hearing this song. Like I said from the beginning, "Never a Time." Once again, by the, Genesis. To me, it's one of those, beautifully understated, heartbreak songs. That I feel like sneaks up, on you, with emotion. Vocally, Phil Collins, his vocals on here, was gentle but loaded, with so much feeling. I love the fact that he doesn't oversing it. He lets the honesty, in his tone, do the entire work. There is this softness, in his delivery that really, really, really sells, the sense of regret and quiet goodbye. The lyrics are built around. I don't know if that makes sense, yes. But vocally, as always, this man never misses. Instrumentally, Genesis, the band, kept it clean and classy. I love the fact that the track, leans on warm acoustic, guitar, subtle keys, and laid back in the rhythm section that never overshadows the melody. Everything to me is placed, with intention, given, the lyrics, breathing room, while, still rapping the song, in that signature early 90s Genesis, sort of polish. Yeah. Lyrically, this song, is about the low realization that a relationship, is coming to an end. Those moments, when you both, know it's over, but no one wants to say it, wants to say it out loud. Yeah, I know that feeling. It's not angry or dramatic. It's reflective, it's emotional, and honest. The song, I love the fact that captures the quiet sadness of letting go when love, has already faded. Yeah. Yeah, this song is simple, it's heartfelt and classic Genesis. Proof that you don't need big production or vocal gymnastics to make a song hit. Hit you right in the chest. I loved it, guys. Definitely, definitely love this one. We're moving on to the sixth song, "Dreaming While You Sleep." Yeah, I've not heard this one also, so I'm super excited. Let's take a listen. Okay. Yeah. Woo. Okay. Loving that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
In and out of darkness, in and out of sleep,
Yeah.
trying to keep my hands upon the wheel. I never saw the corner in the driving lane. I never saw her step into the street. Dreaming while you sleep,
Okay.
dreaming while you sleep. Memories to keep. Dreaming while you sleep.
Yeah. Let's go. Loving this. Yeah. Wow.
I could never understand what went through my mind. I didn't stop to see what I had done. I had to keep on driving deep into the night. The miles between which saw my booty ride. Dreaming while you sleep.
Wow.
All my life, you lie silently there. All my life, in a world so unfair. All my life, and only how go why, and it will live inside of me. I will never be
Yeah.
free. All my life, trapped in her memory. All my life. Till the day that you open your eyes, please. While you sleep,
Yeah.
while you sleep.
I'm loving that, guys. Yeah. Wow. Guys, I'm loving this. Wow.
Heard it on the radio, saw it on TV.
Okay.
Could I take my secret to the grave? If I had another chance, would I do the same? Would I still deny that it was me? Dreaming while you sleep. Dreaming while you sleep. Dreaming while you sleep. Dreaming while you sleep.
Wow.
All my life,
Wow.
I'll be haunted by it. All my life, just one moment in time. All my life, until the day I die, and it will live inside of me. Oh, I will never be free. All my life, trapped in her memory. All my life. Till the day that you open your eyes. All of my life, you lie silently there. All my life, in a world so unfair. All my life, and only I know why. And it will live inside of me. I will never be free. All my life, trapped in her memory. All my life, till the day that you open your eyes. All of my life.
All right, guys. That's it. Song. Dreaming while you sleep, guys. This one, this track, definitely. I feel like a hits with a haunting kind of storytelling that sticks with you. Vocally, Phil Collins delivers the vocals with a mix of restraint and a bit of emotion. I love the fact that he doesn't oversing, but you can feel the guilt and unease, in every single line. His phrasing to me leans into the narrative, almost like he is confessing rather than just singing. Instrumentally, Genesis, they build this one, in layers. I love the fact that it starts, with that, eerie atmospheric intro, synth pads, sort of guitar textures, and slow, building sort of rhythm. Then, as you listen, the drums, kick in, with that, classic, Phil Collins touch. It's tight, it's dynamic, and dramatic, without overpowering the mood. The guitars, and keys, I feel like weave, around each other, creating a sense of movement that mirrors the anxiety in the lyrics. And speaking of the lyrics, guys, this song, based on a few facts that I pulled up, this one, tells a heavy story. It's about a hit and run, sort of, accident where the driver falls asleep, at the wheels, kills a pedestrian, and it's consumed by guilt, afterward. The title, Dreaming While You Sleep, is symbolic. It's not just about, literally dozing off, but the way, guilt, follows you subconsciously, even, when you try to, escape it. Yeah. I don't know if that makes sense, but that is, based on a few facts that I pulled up. So overall, to me, this is one of those, Genesis tracks, that I feel like blends storytelling, blends emotions and musicianship perfectly. The atmosphere, pulls you in as a listener, and the vocals, make the girls, feel real. Guys, that's just my thoughts about this one. Let me know what you guys also think about this song down the comment section. We move on to the seventh song. Tell Me Why. Let's go. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Mothers crying in the street, children dying at their feet. Tell me why. Oh, tell me why. People starving everywhere. There's too much food, but there's
Wow,
none
I
to
love the
spare.
instrumentation.
Tell me why. Oh, tell me why. Can you see that shaft of sunlight? Can you see it in my eyes? I can feel the fire that's burning, anger and hope so deep within my heart. But before my eyes, oh, for some it's too late. 'Cause it seems there's no one listening, people sleeping in the streets, no roof above, no food to eat. Tell me why,
Guys, I love this.
tell me why. See the questions in their eyes, listen to their children's cries. Tell me why, please tell me why. If there's a God, is he watching? Can he give a ray of hope?
Yeah.
So much pain and so much sorrow. Tell me, what does he see when he looks at you? Just tell me why. Listen, can you see that shaft of sunlight? Can you see it in my eyes? I can feel that fire that's burning, anger and hope so deep within my heart. But before my eyes, for some it's too late, and it seems there's no one listening. Hurry for me, hurry for me, hurry for me. They cry, they cry. Oh, hurry for me, hurry for me.
Okay.
Hurry for me, hurry for me. They cry, they cry. Hurry for me, hurry for me. Hurry for me, hurry for me. They cry, they cry.
Okay. Right. So seventh song. Tell me why. First time, like I said from the beginning, first time, hearing this song. I mean, right, from the jump, Phil Collins. As always, this master of vocals, carry this, heavy, emotional weight. I love the fact that he's not, belting, he's pleading. There is this, mix of the softness and urgency in his tone that really, really, really sells the message, and you can hear the comparison in every single line. It's one of those performances, where I feel like the delivery, does as much storytelling as the lyrics. Instrumentation wise, Genesis, they kept it clean but powerful, all at the same time. The drums, sits deep and steady. The guitars, I love the fact that it adds these, subtle textures, and the keys, create that signature early 90s Genesis atmosphere. Definitely melodic, definitely slightly melancholic, but warm. Nothing is overdone. Everything supports the tone of the song, and I love that. Lyrically, this song, tell me why. It's a cry against suffering and injustice, based on a few facts that I pulled up. It's Phil Collins, looking at the world, filled with poverty, war, and indifference, and asking the simplest and the most human question, why does this still happen? It definitely hits harder because it doesn't preach, definitely observes and reflects, and I love the fact that it challenges also. Yeah, I mean, this song is one of those Genesis tracks, and that's sneaks up on you emotionally. Love the fact that it's not flashy but incredibly thoughtful and heartfelt. Guys, let me know what you guys also think about this song down in the comment section. Guys, we are almost getting to the end of this album, and so far so good. I'm loving this. We're moving on to the eighth song, Living Forever. Let's take a listen, guys. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I'm feeling so confused today. Well, they've gone and changed the rules again.
Okay.
'Cause in
Yeah.
my life I'm trying hard to do it all so I can remain healthy and sane. I live forever. Always one more tomorrow. Living forever. Always one more tomorrow. I heard it on the radio. Too much of what they said wasn't so. And now we've got to do those things that they thought before. just till tomorrow. There's always one more tomorrow. Living forever. Do you really want to live forever?
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Wow. This is nice, guys. Yeah. Wow. Wow, guys. That solo really, really slaps. They are not done, guys. They are not done. Wow. Okay. Wow, guys. Wow. Living Forever, the eighth song off of this album, guys. I have to say this one was a vibe. I really really enjoyed this one. I mean, right from the jump, Living Forever. This song, gives you that classic, Genesis in the blend of wit, musicianship, and smooth new vocal delivery. Phil Collins, as always, this man's the vocals on here clean and conversational, which I loved, with just enough edge, to sell the songs, subtle sarcasm. I don't know if that makes sense. I mean, I love the fact that he doesn't push, big belts here. It's more about tone. It's more about phrase and let the message land with a smirk. Instrumentally, this track is a playground for the band. Yeah, I have to say, Tony Banks, this man, his keyboards added atmosphere and movement. Whilst Mike Rutherford's guitar and bass, locking with a tight, almost a jazzy groove. The drum work, has that polished, Genesis precision. I have to say, I mean, tasteful fills, rhythmic shifts, and I mean, dynamics that keep the song feeling alive, without even overplaying. I loved it. That solo, I don't know, guys, I loved it. I definitely loved it. Lyrically, based on a few facts that I pulled up, living forever, it's a smart jab, at society's obsession, with, health trends and the illusion of immortality. It questioned the idea that diets, fads, and lifestyle hacks, can somehow, shield us from the inevitable. To me, it's tongue in cheek, but grounded, poking fun, at the way, people chase forever, whilst forgetting, to live now. I don't know if that makes sense, yes, but that is my vibe, for the song. But instrumentally, it did it for me overall. This song, is one of those, Genesis, deep cuts, that showcases their craft. Clever lyrics, intricate musicianship and vocals. Shout out to Phil Collins vocals, that tell a story with personality, guys. I'll give this like a hard, you know, 8.5 out of 10. But that's just me. Let me know what you guys think about the song down in the comment section. We move on to the ninth song, "Hold On My Heart." I've heard the song. Like I said, this is one of those songs that I love. It's on my playlist in the car. I'm always listening to it. So super excited to check this one. To check this one out. Yeah, basically, let's go. Yeah. Okay. So smooth, guys. Wow.
Hold on, my heart.
Yeah.
Just hold on to that feeling.
Yeah, guys.
We both know we've been here before. We both know what can happen. Hold on, my heart.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm looking over your shoulder. Ooh, please don't rush in this time. Don't show her how you feel. Hold on, my heart.
My favorite part, guys.
Throw me a lifeline.
Yeah.
I'll keep a place for you somewhere deep inside.
Yeah.
So hold on, my heart.
Yeah. Tell it to be
Tell
patient.
her to be patient.
Yeah, my favorite part. Tell it to be patient, guys.
'Cause there has never been a time that I wanted something more.
Wow.
If I can recall this feeling, and I know there's a chance, oh, I will be there. Yes, I will be there. Be there for you whenever you want me to. Whenever you call, oh, I will be there. Yes, I will be
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Hold on, my heart. Don't let her see you crying. No matter where I go, she'll always be with me. So hold on, my heart. Just hold on to that feeling. We both know we've been here before. We both know what can happen. So hold on, my heart. Just hold on, my heart. I'm gonna hold on to that heart.
Wow, guys.
Hold on, just hold on, just hold on, just hold on, just hold on.
Guys. Wow. 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 Hold on my heart, the ninth song of this album. Like I said, I can't stop saying this. This is like my favorite song, from this band, and I mean, it will forever be. I mean, right from the moment this track opens, I mean, you can feel Genesis leaning into pure emotions. Phil Collins delivers the vocals with a soft vulnerable tone. He's not showing off here, I have to say. I mean, he's storytelling. His voice almost feels like a whisper to someone who's hurting. And that sincerity is what gives the song its power. If you ask me personally, the instrumentation really, really did it for me. Instrumentally, I feel like the track is mellow and carefully layered. The gentle keyboard pads set a warm, reflective mood. Whilst the light percussion and subtle guitar phrases adds just enough, movement, without overshadowing the vocals. So everything to me, sits in the pocket, giving the song that classic, early '90s Genesis and the ballad. I mean, ballad feel, polished but so intimate, which I loved. Lyrically, hold on my heart, it's about emotional caution and healing. It speaks to someone, who's been hurt before, telling them not to give up on love, but, you know, to move carefully and let their heart, recover, at its own pace. It's comforting, a little melancholic, and incredibly relatable. Guys, I loved it. Overall, this song is one of those songs that doesn't need flash to make an impact. The emotion does all the heavy lifting, if you ask me. Guys, I loved it. I definitely loved it. We are left with three songs. Yeah. So the 10th song, Way of the World. Let's take a listen, guys. Okay.
If you take the tears from crying eyes, will a hurt
Okay.
just disappear?
Yeah.
Put a weapon in the hands of a frightened man. Will he show no fear? And so we stand and we watch as the city lights,
Okay.
they go out one by one. Mother Nature sits on the other side with a loaded gun.
Okay.
Why is the blue sky? Why is the red sky? Now's the time to ask the reason. Should the blue sky
Okay.
meet the red sky? Should the rules have to change at all? We all know that whatever they say, time is on our side. This world has been here before, just going round and round. We all agree, as far as we can see, it's just the way of the world.
Let's go.
That's how it's meant to be. There's right, there's wrong, there's weak, there's strong.
Okay.
It's just the way
Wow,
of
the
the
backing
world.
vocals, guys.
That's how it's meant to be.
Okay. This is nice. Yeah.
Take the motion from the spinning wheel and watch it stop. Take the danger
Okay.
out of a naked flame. And what have you got?
The instrumentation is
Take
solid,
the
guys.
anger out of a broken heart. You feel no pain. Could you swear if you had that second chance, you wouldn't do it again? Why is the blue sky? Why is the red
Wow.
sky? Now's the time to ask
Wow, guys. Wow, way of the world. That's how it's meant to be. Guys, this song is a vibe. I love the part where, ooh, guys, I love it. I definitely love it. The 10th song, Way of the World. Yeah. So this track, I feel like, has that classic early 90s Genesis feel. Slick production, thoughtful lyrics, and Phil Collins is delivering vocals, with a mix of, soulfulness and bite. His tone is smooth, but purposeful, if you ask me. And you can hear the subtle intensity, in how he phrases, certain lines. It's not a power belter, but the conviction in his delivery definitely pulls you in as a listener. Instrumentation wise, this song rides on polished, pop rock, sort of foundation. There's that signature Genesis blend of atmospheric keys, melodic guitar lines, and a steady groove, that keeps everything grounded. The rhythm section has a tight, but understated, sort of drive, and the arrangement, gives the track a reflective, almost cinematic feel, without overdoing it. Lyrically, this song, once again, A Way of the World, I have to say, dives into the frustration and confusion of watching society repeat the same mistakes, conflict, greed, division. It's observational, more than preachy, almost like the band is saying, we see problems, but will anyone change anything? I love the fact that it taps into social commentary while still feeling relatable, on a human level, guys. Overall, this song, it's a thoughtful, deep cut, if you ask me. Vocally sincere, instrumentally polished, and thematically, or lyrically relevant. Perfect for listeners who appreciate Genesis. When they get reflective, and socially aware. Yeah, let me know what you think about this one down in the comment section. We move on to the 11th song, Since I Lost You. Wow, let's go.
It seems in a moment your whole world can shadow like morning dreams. They just disappear like dust in your hand, falling to the floor. Oh, how can life ever be
Guys, yeah. So, since I lost you, wow, this one was this this song was a vibe. I mean, so relatable. I mean, since I lost you, to me is one of Genesis most emotional deep cuts, and I mean you feel it from the very first note. Phil Collins, I love the way he delivers the vocals with heartbreaking type of softness. He's not belting, he is grieving. His tone is tender, it's wary and incredibly human. And every single line feels like he's singing, through real loss. There is no vocal theatrics here, just pure vulnerability. Instrumentally, the band, keeps it stripped back and respectful, I have to say. I mean, the piano leads the atmosphere with a gentle, sorrowful sort of progression, whilst the drums, sit low and warm in the entire mix, giving the song a slow heartbeat. Yeah, southern guitars and synth textures fill the space without ever overshadowing the emotion. It's classic Genesis and the restraint, if you ask me. I mean, letting the feeling do the entire work. Lyrically, this song is a tribute to grief and life after tragedy. So, based on a few facts that I pulled up, this was written in response to the death of, Eric Clapton's, young son. In that context, hits hard. Once you know it. Yeah. The words, speak to the emptiness that I mean, grief leaves behind, and the helplessness, of trying to move through it. Overall, this track is Genesis, at their most heartfelt, soulful vocals, understated instrumentation, and a message, that quietly breaks you. Yeah. Wow. Whew. Guys, finally, the final song of Fading Lights. Let's take a listen, guys. Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow.
Another time might have been so different. Oh, if only
Wow.
we could do it all again. But now it's just another fading memory,
Wow.
out of focus. The outline still remains far away, fading distant lights, leaving us all behind. Lost in a changing world, and you know that these are the days of our lives.
Days of our lives.
Remember, like the story that we wish was never ending. We know sometimes
Wow.
we must reach the final page. Still we carry on, just pretending that there'll always be one more day to go. These are the days of our lives. Remember,
Wow. Wow, guys. I can't believe this song. We have another 10 minutes and 27 seconds song. Wow. 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 I cannot say wow enough. Wow. This album is something else, guys. This album is something else. Yeah. So, we just listened to the final track, on this album titled "Fading Lights," and I feel like I mean, this song, is one of those Genesis tracks, that feels like a graceful curtain call. Phil Collins, vocally, he delivers the vocals, with a quiet emotional weight. He's not belting. I mean, that's for damn sure. I mean, this man sounds like he is reflecting. His tone, is mellow, almost wary, in parts, which to me gives the lyrics a sense of resignation and acceptance. It's a performance that I feel like feels deeply human and honest. Yeah. Instrumentally, the song is a beautiful mix. Of atmosphere and musicianship. You get that in the classic Genesis, synth, from Tony Banks, creating this dreamlike, almost floating space. I mean, then halfway through, they take it into full prog rock mode. Extended instrumental sections, melodic keyboard runs, and tasteful drumming. That definitely shows off their chemistry. Without ever feeling showy. Mike Rutherford's guitar and bass work, to me, I mean, they stay supportive, giving the track both depth, and emotion. Lyrically, this song, Fading Lights, to me, it's all about memory. It's all about aging, and looking back, on the moments, that, slip away with time. It feels like a meditation on endings of relationships, the youth, and even the band's own journey, if you ask me. I mean, there is a nostalgia, but also, acceptance. And I feel like that is what, makes it even hit emotionally. Yeah, I love that. This song is absolutely introspective. It's musically rich and vocally sincere. A powerful farewell moment. On this album, we can't dance, guys. Finally, we are done. With the 14th album from this band, Genesis. Yeah. Uh, I mean, the standout, you know, moments, of this album for me, I mean, the vocals, Phil Collins, to me, was in peak. He was in peak emotional, storytelling form. The instrumentation, I mean, Tony Banks, keyboards, and then Mike Rutherford, guitar tones, they were rich, but I love the fact that they were never, overdone. The production, was clean, it was polished, very early 90s, but still holds up, sonically. The lyrics, I love the fact that they mixed, the lyrics of this album, had a mix of satire, personal pain, social issues, and prog storytelling. Guys, this album, We Can't Dance, to me, after listening to the whole album in its entirety, feels like Genesis, closing the chapter, with grace. I love the fact that it balances radio-friendly tracks, with deeper progressive cuts, and honestly, it's aged, better than people expected, if you ask me. I mean, is it selling England or the lamb lies down on Broadway? No, hell no. But is it a worthy, final Phil Collins era statement. Absolutely, guys. Yeah. So drop a comment. What's your favorite track? From this album. I mean, was Genesis better? In the Peter Gabriel years, or do you still ride for Phil Collins's era? Should I react to other albums, from them? They have Invisible Touch and Duke. Please let me know which one you would like for me to react to next. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more deep dives and reactions, and ring that notification bell, so you don't miss the next one. Yeah, guys, if you're stuck with me to the end of the video, you're loved. You're very much appreciated on here. On to the next new album reaction. Take care, stay safe. Peace out.